Good morning. I'm Claire-Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I just made it. I was running a little late this morning. Oh, I was doing my hair and I'm like, it's 7 o'clock already. How is everyone today? Good? Did you have a good weekend? I didn't test my voice, sorry. First thing in the morning. Haven't even had a sip of coffee yet, but I'm about to right now. Hey, Carrie. So I'm going to be doing some channeling for the collective and also give mini reads as well. If you're interested in a mini read, check out the pinned comment, the comment that's pinned up top of the live chat that tells you how to do it. Hey, Timothy. I can't see Timothy in here. You're seeing things that I can't see. Coffee's good. Now it's officially morning. Let's get some cards out. Yeah, so if you want a mini read and you're on here live with me, check out that pinned comment. There's a PayPal link in there for the donations. You can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker if you want. Hey, Octavius. Hey, Timothy. And if you've got a question for your higher self for that, once you've done your donation, or after your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your comment, just so I can find it more easily amongst the comments. Tablecloth issues this morning. It's a bit baggy. I think it's creeping. We've got past lives. So we're talking about past life connections. Past lives, okay. This morning. How was everyone's weekend? Good? Mine was good. I had a very lazy day yesterday. It's raining. It's very humid at the moment here. It's raining a lot, so I didn't do very much at all yesterday. It was lovely. Didn't go out the night before either. No one was going out and the weather was dreadful. But I did buy myself a bottle of wine now. I've not drunk wine for over a year. I like the taste of it, but wow, did I feel drunk after a glass of it. And it's strong. And I was so dehydrated from it too. It tasted nice. We've got balance here as well. Balance. Finding a balance. Past lives affecting us, huh? If you're on top chat, you may not see all. Live chat allows all chat boxes. Oh, I'm on top chat. I've never even seen that before. Top chat. Oh. No, now I can only see you. Now I can only see you, Timothy, if I put it on live chat. If I put it on top chat, I can still only see you. Oh, that's weird. I just wiped everyone else out. Oh no, I can see Carrie and Octavius again now. Live chat wiped everyone out apart from Timothy. For me. Weird. Sulfates in wine can get you. Yeah, I mean, it tastes good, doesn't it? But very strong. Anyway, I won't be doing that for a while because although it tastes good, it's not that good that I'd want to go through that. But I was awake in the night after it, just so dehydrated. Hey, Maria. Journey. Excuse my voice. I've only just woken up, well, an hour and a half ago. Journey. Half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. It's about the journey, not about the destination. All you waiters out there. Waiters. Not like waiting on people with food and stuff, but waiting for those things that we want. It's different for you. Yeah. Thanks, Carrie. I need to brush my hair. It's all fluffy with moisture. It's so humid in here. Morning, Mandy. Ooh, yeah, how's it going, Maria? All good with the move? Let's get the Lenormand down. What else did I do this weekend? Saturday, trained twice. Anything else on Saturday? Not really. Weather wasn't good, you see. The weather wasn't good this weekend, so I didn't do my usuals. Didn't do a beach walk. Just did none of it. Went training twice, sure. Cooked myself some meals. Lenormand. What are we talking about? Something about past lives? Tower? Choices? Choices to build up solid foundations for happiness. For our happiness. The sun. Also reveal the sun. Okay, so Tower is about building something. Solid foundations. And choices, of course, is about choices. It's simple. Choices to build something from solid foundations leading to happiness, but it's also being revealed. So someone's revealing the choices. We've got commitment. Doesn't like the shadow, does it? I need some light. I need some light. Hang on. Some light on the situation. I'll put these in. Where's my pen? I'm my pen to switch these things on without wrecking my nails. Better. And there we go. Lit. Should focus better now. Okay, so ring. Yeah, focus is much better now. My party nails as well. I'm putting this resurrection, sorry, not resurrection, but repair stuff on my nails. And it's just a little bit boring. I mean, it's good because it's repairing and it's making them stronger. But I wanted some colour, so I decided to put on my strongest nails, just those two, some colour. It didn't look this colour on the website when I bought it. It's like neon party colour. It looks really beautiful, like apricot pink kind of thing. On the website, certainly doesn't look like that. It looks neon party. Ring and whips. Whips is about punishment or something keeping on happening, a pattern that we've got ourselves into, something about commitment. And commitment being kind of punishing the dark side of commitment. Hey, Jaswinda. Very good, thank you. Sorting paperwork out for solicitors over the weekend. Feeling knackered. Oh, I haven't heard knackered for ages. Feeling knackered because I'm also doing paperwork for my disability benefit. Oh, paperwork, yuck. Ring, whips, and dog loyalty. Okay. Some trouble around commitment because of loyalty. It's hard, isn't it? When we're loyal people. To break commitments, get into commitments, it's all a little bit harder when we're loyal people because there's more. We think of other people. We think of our commitments. We think long and hard about it. What else? Jaswinda, read the comment up top. That's pinned up top. That's for the mini reads, how to get the mini reads. It's by donation. There's PayPal link in that comment up top for the donation. And you can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker. And put a capital Q at the start of your question if you've got one once you've done that. What Timothy said. Stars, we've got wishes. You've got a garden, which is about, I can't remember. Garden. I want to read that whips out as well. Let's read out whips first. Whips is repetition of the same thought or physical action develops into a habit, which when repeated frequently enough becomes automatic reflex. That's what Norman Vincent Peale said. This card showing a whip and a birch rod has multiple interpretations, some negative, some positive. Whatever situation being referenced by this card is about commitment and loyalty. Things are happening in a repetitive, ongoing manner. Whip's card often relates to communications and may involve arguments, banter, negotiations, prayer, mantras, incessant nagging, criticism, or bickering. Doesn't sound good, does it? This card is sometimes interpreted as indicating physical punishment or violence or abuse of power. But its more general meaning is any action that occurs regularly, repeatedly, or ritualistically. So it could refer to exercise, training, dancing, sports, cleaning, hobbies, practice, habits, sex, or any repetitive routines. This card is also a reminder to sweep away harmful behavior. Okay. So I think we've got arguments, banter, negotiations, because we've got commitment and we've got a loyal heart here. I'm just picking up from that it's talking about it's trickier. The more moralistic you are, the better person you are, the trickier these negotiations are, because we give so much and we think about the other person, right? And we think about everyone involved. And so it can be trickier to navigate commitments because of that loyalty, because of those loyal hearts that we've got. And it also, you'll have noticed, leads us to being easily manipulated by others. So, for example, and I know Timothy and myself, and I'm not sure about the rest of you, but we've experienced it in getting out of a marriage and trying to do the right thing by the other person. But when the other person isn't trying to do the right thing by us, we're trying to be reasonable, and it's tricky. It makes it trickier. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. You manifested $2,000 for taxes. Well, it'd be better. It'd be better if it wasn't for taxes, wouldn't it? Choices for building happiness, but trouble or just difficulties because of our loyal hearts when it comes to commitments, getting into them and getting out of them as well. Our wishes, garden. I do believe in an everyday sort of magic. The inexplicable connectedness, that's too much, that light. Can't even see the switch because it's so bright. Oh, that's better. It's tricky. The garden illustrates a special place to interact with other people and with nature to enjoy beauty. The setting may be a public space such as a park or a museum, or it may involve a particular social gathering such as party or reception. The miniature garden depicted here suggests that the group dynamics are a microcosm of a social structure wherein individuals contribute their talents and energy for the benefit of all. What a group of people can accomplish together is far greater than what anyone can do alone. The garden card may refer to networking, clubs, communities, meetings, recreation, support groups, conferences, fundraisers, leisure activities, cultural events. The setting itself is not as important as a sense of enjoyment derived from participating in communal activities. Nice. So it's about the community, communal activities, doing things together. Wishes coming through that. It's kind of what I was talking about in the energy update today, because it was on about putting too much into our love lives, too much effort, like with the dating thing, instead of just going about your life, doing the things that you love with your community, and then meeting someone naturally and not being on your phone. We've got the mouse here, so someone's stealing something. Oh, someone trying to take more than they've put into it in a joint group effort. So wishes through a group effort is tricky. So that could be two people. Yeah. It's tricky because someone wants more than they've put into it. So someone's feeling entitled to more than they've put into it. Okay, we've got past lives and balance and the journey, enjoying the journey. And here we seem to be talking about somebody who wants to build something for their happiness, make new choices, but there's all this crap going on. It's tricky because they've got morals and commitments and a loyal heart. It's tricky because joint ventures and joint wishes, someone feels like they deserve more of it. We're talking about a divorce here or something like that. Someone thinks they deserve more of it. Someone's trying to steal some of it that isn't rightfully theirs. Now, let's look at this from the universal perspective. If you've got a couple or a group of people, say, working together or whatever, and we've all got our karmic set points, right? We've all got our vibrational set points, so we're all manifesting what we're manifesting. And then you've got someone who's trying to physically, in the 3D world, physically try and get more than the karma, the law of attraction, the more than they've put into it. So we don't get anything for nothing, right? So what does the universe do then? It rectifies it somehow. If they manage to get away with it, it rectifies it somehow, but maybe not in the moment. It can be tricky, right? How would you handle that if you were the universe? If someone is, say, trying to steal, take more than they've put into it. How interesting. Let's read these downwards. We've got the Tower, which is about building a solid structure for commitment so that your wishes come true. So we're wanting to do that, right? Build a solid structure. Choices. But there's arguments about that in the community, about the choices that you're making. So differences of opinion in the choices that you're making in your community around you, your family or whatever, friends, community, ex-partner, next partner, whatever it is. Got the sun and the dog and the mice. So it's about our happiness, about something being revealed, about loyalty, but someone trying to take something. I think we're talking here about maybe a masculine son who is so loyal, trying to do the right thing, but when you're dealing with someone that's trying to take, maybe to hurt the other person, that can be really tricky. I think the loyal heart here is causing problems. Thanks, Laura. I think the loyalty, this is where loyalty backfires, right? But does it? Because if we're doing the right thing and we feel good about ourselves in our hearts, then that's our vibration and that's what we're going to attract. And the universe is going to sort it out somehow. There's something in this balance. If we balance ourselves and we feel good about ourselves and the way that we're handling it, the universe will sort it out. Now, that's not to say just be nice and you'll have good karma. Sometimes it feels good to have the hard line and say, hey, no, and stand up for ourselves, right? But sometimes we still want to do the right thing. So it's a tricky navigation. It is. But it seems to be causing problems with someone that you've had a past life with you, or causing problems in your life. Thanks, Laura. I've got so many emails in my inbox. I didn't have time to check my email before I came here, so usually I clear it out before these start coming in. Hang on, let me do it now. Please, I need to do that, yeah. Just a bit of cleaning up here. All the orders that came in last night. Who are you? Just did a love tarot reading, did you? Oh, you did. Oh, ordered a reading. Hang on. This is me doing my thing. Another one ordered a reading. Another one ordered a reading. Well, I'm going to be busy today. Wow. Double length reading. Okay, I'm clean now. Thanks, Laura, and thanks, Carrie. Okay, let's do some mini reads then. If anyone wants a mini read, check out that pinned comment up top. So we're starting out with Carrie. Carrie, let's find Carrie's question. High self-guidance on how to deal with life, love, whatever. Carrie. Thanks for your donation. Carrie. Oh, gentle arcana about your artistic prowess, about your creativity. We can be so down on ourselves, can't we? When we're being creative, we can think, oh, mine isn't very good. Like, everyone else can do it so good. Whatever it is that you're doing, singing, dancing, doing tarot readings, whatever your creativity is, writing. We've got to be okay about it. It's so important how we view ourselves and how we feel about ourselves. More important than anything, in fact. Be April Shandon. Be okay about it. So what is it that you've been creating and you've felt, it's not good enough, I'm not good enough at that, I'm not good enough to do it, or for other people to see it, or for it to be out there, or something like that. Carrie, you've got to trust yourself. Warmth says open your heart to yourself. So how you would be with a kid, right? If a kid painted a painting, you're not like, that's not good enough. When your kid gives you a painting, you go, wow, that's amazing, even though it's not. Let's face it, it's not. And we do that for a reason, because we know that if we encourage them, then they'll keep going and they'll get better, and it's good anyway. The trying of it. And this warmth is the same thing. We know that it's important to open them up and for them to trust themselves, right? Because if we were truthful with them, then they wouldn't try, would they? If we said to them, hey, no, that's terrible. Like, I can't even tell what it is, and houses that wouldn't stand up if they were like that, you know. And people, they're not stick figures. If we told them the truth about it, it would shut them down. They'd feel terrible about it and they'd stop doing it. Well, unfortunately, we've all had that horrible truth come to us along the way. Maybe we've just picked it up by seeing other people shining out there and thinking, mine isn't good enough. But the trick here is to open your heart to yourself so you learn to trust yourself. So what I'm saying is, if we talk nicely to the kid and say, yes, your painting's great, then they will feel good, they'll try again, they'll develop it, they'll trust themselves. If we don't do that, if we put ourselves down, if we say, no, that's terrible, it's not good enough, I'm not as good as everyone else, you close down. So this is all about encouraging yourself to be artistic and creative, and it is good enough. But it might not be the best you can do yet. It might not be your potential yet. But you'll only reach that potential if you encourage yourself along the way. That's what this is saying. Encourage yourself along the way, and you'll keep going at it, and you'll get better at it. You'll learn to trust yourself in it. So whatever it is that you're being creative in at the moment, encourage yourself about it. Carrie, that's your message. Now, that could even be romantic relationships as well, because you did say about love too, life and love. And sometimes we can think, you know, I'm not good enough. I do the wrong thing. You know, I did the wrong thing in a past relationship and caused it to break up. And people say to me, "How come you can't keep a man, Claire?" and stuff like that. You know, we can put all this pressure on ourselves, and it's not helpful. You're your own worst critic. Well, instead of stopping the negative talk, try to be that encourager instead. It might be a better way. to go about it, you know. Lara. I wonder if an appointment I have tomorrow will go as I want it to. Will the appointment tomorrow for Lara go as she wants it to? No. Oh, why? Not to your expectations. Going well time alone. Does that mean it won't even happen? This might mean it won't even happen. Someone doesn't show up or something like that. Going well time alone, but there's not a it says going well. If they don't show up, it's not a problem. What is it? What's your meeting? I am that on my idea. There's something here. If someone doesn't show up for it, just with that time alone card, you know, then it's just not the right timing yet because of this. Because there's you owning who you are and what it is that you do to a higher level. It's like the universe doesn't want to get in. It feels like a job situation kind of thing, like or asking for a raise or something like that. And it's not going to happen until you're in the right energy. The universe is going to hold you back until you're really owning like what it is that you do, your ideas, who you are. Because when you're really firm in that, you're going to have a very different outcome from that. What's your meeting? So if it's held, I see, I'm telling you this now. And so if you get yourself into this mindset going, no, I'm great. These are my ideas. I am that. I do deserve this. Then they are likely to show. So you get in this, if the current energies, it's likely not to happen because you're not fully confident in the I deserve this. It's my idea. I am that kind of an energy. But I'm telling you this now. And so if you get yourself into that energy, then they are likely to show up. Does that make sense? Job involved. Okay. Owning it. Being really confident in it. It's going to go well if you get yourself to the point of being really confident about it. That's what. But if it doesn't even happen, if somehow it gets cancelled or whatever, there's a no-show. Just know that it's the universe keeping you out of that situation until you've got the confidence there. Yeah. It's interesting, hey? It feels complicated, yeah. I drank too much coffee yesterday. I made a full pot, which I usually go over 2 days. I remember I used to drink a whole pot every day in cafe. But I made a pot and I had it because I wanted hot coffee in this show today. And wow, I was so wide from that. Really. I need to brush my hair again. It gets so fluffy when it's humid. And it sticks to my skin. It's kind of warm in here. And the aircon can't handle it when it's rainy outside because everything's wet. And it was blowing, it was so windy that my plant fell over into the garden in front and I had to save it. And because the weather's been terrible, I had to find a new place for it. So now it's in the corner. You can't see it anymore. It's in the corner there and it's on the ground. And it's tall anyway, so it goes above. It's higher than the railing. It goes above the railing. It's full of chilies too and they're nice. Little bird's eye green chilies. There you go, Lara. If anyone else wants them in your region, you know what to do. Check out that pinned comment. Okay, what else do we need to know then? So we've got something about loyalty causing problems. Yes. Yes, we do. And we've also got a tricky person that's trying to steal stuff as well, take more than they've put into something. In the mix. Now we have the lovers. Ooh. That's a good start. Maybe someone you've had a past life with as well. What else? This is for the collective, by the way, again. Two of Pentacles. Decisions, balance, again. But decisions, Two of Pentacles. Lovers, lovers, decisions, decisions. What do I do? Do I just get into it? That's what it feels like to me. What do I do? Do I just move on and get into it? I've been trying to do the right thing, but do I just get into the new thing before the old thing is properly finished out? Or it's weighing it up. It feels like someone's in a situation and they've tried to clear it up properly, and someone is stopping that from happening. That happens, doesn't it? Ex-partners, they're a pain in the ass. But they try and have the stronghold, any kind of a stronghold. They'll grip even that they have still over us. They'll grip even harder for a punishment thing or whatever they've got going on, and to cause problems. The last bit of control that they've got left. And so while these problems are happening, I feel like someone is wondering whether to just go for the journey kind of thing. Because lovers, I'm definitely getting lovers from that. Of course, it's a choice as well. And Two of Pentacles is a choice on weighing things up. It's in an ideal world would have everything signed, sealed, delivered, sealed up, everything good. But life isn't like that before we move into something else. But life isn't like that. So sometimes we've got to balance things up. This King of Cups as well. There's lots of love involved here. Letting someone into your life. Octopus hat. Octopus hat. King of Cups. A lot of love involved in this. It was a bit messy, wasn't it? Let's try that again. The Empress. I had a dream last night that I was pregnant. Whoa. Pregnancy dreams. The Empress. She's pregnant. She's in her power. It's the divine feminine in her power. King of Cups loves her. What else? The Five of Pentacles, feeling left out. Okay, so there's something going down here where people are feeling left out because of external parties' control attempts. Choices to be made, but it feels a little more of this balanced stuff. I'm feeling more of this now, not so clear-cut anymore, not so I said that I would never move on until this, but I'm kind of changing my mind now because it feels like it feels like I've got to deal with the situation based on what's happening now, not on my ideal. Yeah, and I think that's where that dog, got the Ten of Cups on the bottom there as well. I think that's where that dog, that loyal heart comes into it. In an ideal world, we would do it that way, but it's not an ideal world. And so we could be deciding to move ahead before things are ideal. Weighing up options, that kind of thing. Is it resonating with anyone, this? Could be with me. I'm getting a bit easier about it. Tell you what, there's a lot of people selling land here at the moment too. I like it. Cheap too. I could afford some of it right now, but it's not where I want to be. That particular land that just came up for sale this weekend. There's a few plots. I don't want to live there. But it's like the universe is saying, hey Clara, look at this. For those of you that don't know, I'm looking to buy land to build a house here. It's bright, that light. Okay, what else do we need to know? Well, these cards aren't coming out fast. Tell us more about these shifting choices, please. Wow. Okay. Which way? Which way? That way. Okay. We'll start, because the 3 cards came out. We'll start with the 8 of water. Something's brewing. Oops. 8 of water. It feels like something's brewing. 8 of water. Water, where are you? Here. Magic and transformation. The 8 of water is a time of powerful change. Something's brewing. Your intent and decisions have long-term ramifications and will shape the directions being determined at this time. You have the power to create the transformation that you seek. Something's brewing. There's change in the air. It's being created. It feels like new intentions. It's like, okay, the ideal that I wanted to happen isn't happening because of this, this, and this. I'm on this journey. I need to be where I'm at right now. Set new intentions based on that. Then we've got the circle, which is one of the major arcanas in this deck. Who are you? Not that one. The Hangman. It's the Hangman. A circle is a sacred space that you create for any spiritual work that you do. Metaphorical cauldron. Something's brewing. It's about creating a safe and clean environment, setting boundaries, and focusing exclusively on the spiritual for a time. So this is a time of intention setting, of realizing, okay, we're not where we ideally want to be at the moment, and I can see things aren't going to pan out the way that I wanted them to. So I've got new decisions to make. I've got to balance it out now. New intentions to make based on that. It's not going to go the way that I expected it to, ideally. So in my what I know now about current reality of what's going on around me right now, new intentions, and in the sacred space of, okay, universe, let's work with this and let's create this now. And we've got the God. So the divine masculine, the emperor, the masculine. So is it the masculine that's going through this right now? Maybe. The God. You are, it's the masculine. Strength, stability, certainty. You're making up his mind to approach things in a different way, maybe. Taking control of it. The Emperor takes control of it now, so. I've just got this feeling, like, if we say, well, I would never do that. I'd never move on until I got a divorce or something like that. If whoever we're divorcing knows that we've got that belief there, then they're going to use that against that person, right? I know that they won't move on, and so if I just hold off the divorce, then they're not going to move on. There's some definite manipulation going on around this. which is causing maybe the masculine to realize that they've got to see reality as it is instead of the ideal, and set new intentions because of it. As a result, set new intentions that aren't the ideal anymore, but hey. Ace of Fire, because kind of ready for this new start is what it feels like. The Lovers, the Empress, we've got the Emperor and the Empress out now. Because feeling left out, it's like, hang on, I'm not getting what it is that I want. This isn't happening and I want it to happen now. There feels like a readiness here in relationship. Ace of Fire, love it. Ace of Fire is the Sun. Strong personal energy at work here. This card is something we wish very much to do. Not just well, but excellently. See, there it is. I want this to be ideal. I'm feeling the strong energy of that. It's something we wish very much to do, not just well, but excellently. Someone wants to do this right, and it feels like it's not possible to do it right because we live in this muggle world. It's a hotly burning desire that can be directed and used to light a project, large or small, and has the potential to create glorious fireworks or even just delightful sparks. There's a desire in this to do things right. Part of a personality type, the loyal personality type of doing things right. It's just, I don't know, personality type is the right word. It's just personality is on this page and it stood out to me. Yeah. It's more of the same, but there's this drive to start something new, start something exciting, because it's starting to feel a little bit Five of Pentacles around here. Left out. It's not happening. And sometimes that can happen, right, is that we leave ourselves out by trying to do the right thing. And we've not got to do that. Then we've got the Maiden of Fire. Maiden, so starting something off. She lights a single candle. She gives as a gift the first spark of inspiration. So it's that something's brewing, the first spark of inspiration. Can go about it a different way. Inspired to go about it a different way. The Two of Earth, that's that same energy of the Two of Pentacles. Weighing things up. Well, if I do this and if I do this. Thanks, Laurie. Yeah, weighing it up. But what does this book say? Because it's often very different. The Two of Earth is balance, balance. The earth does not contain the water. This is talking about the beach, where the land and the water meet. The earth does not contain the water entirely. I've got a twitch in my bicep. They live here as equals, water and earth. The earth does not contain the water entirely. The water does not destroy the earth. There's balance. There's a balance between physically doing things. Maybe someone's been overly logical in the past or overly emotional in the past, and there's a balance of the two, the material and the emotional, to be had. An initiation. This is the calling. The calling card, where the universe goes, hey, you guys, get together already. What the hell? Put your morals aside for a while. Stop trying to do the right thing by people that aren't doing the right thing by you. And get together, would ya? That's what it feels like here. It's the Judgment card. Everyone walks their own path, and everyone hears their spiritual call in their own way. It's a spiritual calling. For the witch, once she hears the call of the divine, of the goddess and the god, she commits herself to honouring them. It's like the old chants that medieval monks sang, with a call and a response. This card is about this relationship, this agreement, this past life agreement, past life relationships. We're called to a specific life and we promise to live our best, our beliefs as best we can. This actually says we are called to a specific life and we promise to live our beliefs as best we can. But it means beliefs as best we can. Mostly we promise to stay in right relationship with the divine so we can hear the needs and guides of our deities with the same clarity with which we've heard our original call, so we can answer the same passionate intensity. Do you know what this is saying? This is saying there's a call for two people to come together. The universe is saying come together. We're talking about the divine masculine, divine feminine here, because it's also saying we want to stay in right relationship with the divine. Who does that? Divine masculine, divine feminine do that. It's very important for them to do that, to do the right thing. They want to stay in alignment. Not just talking about any masculine and feminine here. We're talking about masculine and feminine that have done so much work on themselves that they know when they're in alignment and they know when they're not in alignment. They know not to go into something when they're feeling underhanded about it because they know nothing's good going to come of that. So they want to do the right thing. But this is the calling saying, hey, heed the calling anyway. It's not going to be ideal. There's a shift, there's a balance to be had here. There's a slight shift to be had, a changing of minds to be had, because it's not going to be ideal, but it doesn't mean that you're getting something wrong. Yeah. So a definite message of how our morals and our divine behavior can work against us in this situation. Yeah, if you only wanted to do the right thing, nothing would ever get done, right? If you try to do everything the right way, nothing would ever get done. Yeah, join our Facebook group. Thanks for that reminder, Timothy. There it is. Laurie, it's your birthday. Cool. Happy birthday, Laurie. Laurie, will it finally be your happy ever after? You're Saggy. Aries and Sagittarius. They go together. No, sorry. Why? Tell us about this relationship. Laurie and Saggy. Oh, it's a good connection though, but it's a connection that it helps you. I mean, it's definitely a relationship to be in for sure. But this clear within, it's it's a good relationship. It's one that helps you to see some things that need clearing, that you need to let go of. So it could be anything, right? We get all kinds of lessons out of relationships. It's not, when I say lesson in a relationship, I'm not saying like a hard lesson, you get slammed or something like that. It's not. It's someone that teaches you something about yourself. So yeah, it's a good thing. Good connection. I mean, that connection card coming out is good. It's a good sign. Yeah, leading you to a little bit more of what you want, a little bit more of what's natural to you, a little bit more of toward you being you. How can I say that? Being yourself in a relationship. It's there's something about this Sag. You can be more of yourself in this relationship than you have previously, but it's still just a touch of it. It's still there's more to go. There's more to go. They'll lead you there. Yeah, it's a next step relationship. She's got such a strange voice, that one. And you can see her. The Hangman's been stalking you. Change your mind about it, change your mind about it, change your mind about it. Hangman stalking you. And happy birthday, Laurie. What about this year for Laurie? Oh, you're on track to freedom this year. It was a good year for you. And letting go of the past. Excellent. Meditate, let go of the past. You're going to be a lot clearer by next birthday and feel a lot more free. A lot more not independent. That kind of a feeling though. Sorted, like you know. Yeah. Being one's authentic self, loving self, not just the other person. Yeah, bringing parts of ourselves back at the moment as well. I love Aries season because I'm mostly Aries. 20 days until my birthday. Woo! Aries season now. I do like the energy of it. Hey, Jessica. Okay, let's get some more cards out. So we need to change our mind about something at the moment. We need to hang on here. What's the blue ones? What's the green ones? Get some of these out. And I do want to get the Starchild Tarot out today. Keep on getting it out and then not using it. And I feel I need to use the Starchild Tarot today, but this one as well. So we're having a lot of tarot cards today, everybody, for the collective. If anyone else wants a mini read, check out that pinned comment up top. You're welcome, Larry. I like doing it. Too many. Okay, tell us more about this shift in perspective. The Ace of Chalices. Hearts overflowing with love, receiving love. New love journey. Loving ourselves even more. A gift of divine love is offered. If it's accepted, the loving energy flows through the recipient, enhancing her life. An opportunity for an emotional experience or growth. Yes. Three of Wands and the Four of Wands. Three of Wands is where she's done the work and she's just waiting. She knows she's done the work. She knows it's on its way and she's just waiting now. She's sitting there in a robe going, now I just wait. I'll put the action in. Four of Wands, and there it comes in. The party, the satisfaction, this is when it comes in. It's the card of commitment as well, of marriage, Four of Wands. So the three, then the Four of Wands. The wait, and then the commitment, marriage. Three of Wands and Four of Wands. The Three of Wands is, this woman has done all the necessary work and a desire has been released to the universe. I love this card. I love the way it's depicted. Her sat there, she's happy and she's just waiting. The postman's coming, so he's delivering it. She just knows. She's in that place of, I know I've done the right thing. I know I've done what's necessary. And now I wait. She's done all the necessary work and a desire has been released to the universe. You see, the other Three of Wands in other decks, you see someone waiting for the perfect timing and all of that, waiting for that perfect wave or whatever it is in the decks. But this one, there's a calmness about her. There's a reassurance there going, I know that I've done what's necessary and I know that it's coming. They're installing key cards in these rooms. That's why they're next door there. And they did mine on Saturday. So now I've got a key card. It's not going to be attached to my key. I'm going to leave it in the wall the whole time. But of course, because I've got a fridge freezer, they had to do my room differently than everyone else's, so they keep my fridge on it. And then when they did it, I pulled it out to see what would happen. And the Wi-Fi went off. I'm like, oh, you need to come back and change it so that the external socket out there is still on. Otherwise, the people next door and the people at the pool don't get Wi-Fi when I've gone out and taken my key card out. It's quite a process. But now it's good. Now the right things stay on once I take the key card out. But the air conditioning and the lights and the stuff that you want to go off turns off anyway. I'm going to leave it in. I'm not taking it out with me. Interesting process then. This woman has done all the necessary work and her desire has been released to the universe. Now she waits, content within the flow of the divine energy with perfect trust that a goal will manifest. Perfect trust that the goal will manifest. Four of Wands. This has planned this festival. This has planned this festival for quite a while. They have planned this festival? I don't know. This festival has been planned for quite a while. I'm not sure what it's trying to say there. Anyway, this festival planned quite a while. Many people working together toward a common goal is often cause for celebration, especially when the event goes off without a hitch, as this one appears to have. The event goes off without a hitch. You see, that's not normal, is it? The Four of Wands. Four of Wands is about solid foundations, 4 legs on the table kind of thing. But the event goes off without a hitch. I need to ask about that. Why are you telling us that? It's celebrating the manifestation of a goal. It's a happy event. Without a hitch, though. There's something in that. Let's find out what it is. Without a hitch. Why without a hitch? Be with nature and who is aware. There's something about divine masculine, divine feminine. Doing the right thing gives them the right energy. And then they change their minds and like, okay, well, it's not going to be the ideal anymore, but I'm still good with myself because I tried to make it the ideal. There's that being with nature, being satisfied, that 3 of Wands, being satisfied. It's happening. Talk to someone who perceives the perceiver, not that. It's just that awareness. Yeah, it's, even if the ideal doesn't happen, and you have to shift your perspective and you have to do things slightly differently, doesn't mean that you've got yourself out of alignment. That's what this reading is saying, is that there's a balance to be had here and you've got to be where you are. And it's not going to be ideal, but that doesn't mean that you get out of alignment. And it doesn't mean that there's going to be disruption either. This goes off without a hitch, which is surprising, isn't it? Because you'd think that if you have to change your mind because of stuff that's going on and people trying to control and stuff like that, you think that would attract hitches. There would be hitches rather than it being without a hitch. It would be with a hitch. As a chicken cat. Hey. Hey. Oh, you're an hour late, Hope. Does that, doesn't it? Daylight savings. So there's still not going to be hitches. In other words, this reading is saying, hey, don't hold yourself back. This is the calling. Don't hold yourself back just to do the righter thing. Because it's still going to go off without a hitch. 8 of Chalices. Something's brewing. Let's see what it is in this deck. I don't like rain. Not this much anyway. Usually we just get showers, but there's a lot of rain at the moment. Incessant. Eight of Cups. No matter how carefully we choose our path and select a project to pursue, sometimes we make mistakes, or sometimes it doesn't go the way that we want it to go. When we realize we've made a bad decision or a good decision that no longer serves our highest good, there it is. When we realize we've made a good decision that no longer serves our highest good, when we realize that we've made a good decision that is no longer bringing us what we want because circumstances are such that we're living in a not ideal world and there's other people trying to get in the way, then we, like this woman, should let go and begin anew. Brew something different. My item departed. Okay. Here. Clear. No matter how carefully we choose our path and select a project to pursue, sometimes we make mistakes, or sometimes we can't get there that way. When we realize we made a bad decision or a good decision that no longer serves our highest good, then we, like this woman, should let go and begin anew. Not cling to the way that we wanted it to go down, and know that it doesn't mean that we've got it wrong. There's just a shift here, but we've got it, like, if they're going on and on about it, so it means that we've got to shift our perspective on the ideal, on what's right to do, without losing our integrity, without thinking that we're wrong, without worrying about our alignment, without worrying that it's going to cause hitches when you're getting hitched. The Magician. And things are manifesting. They're manifesting anyway. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done. Oh. And never has a second of daylight ever been saved, right? Saving it for when? Saving it for later. I'm so glad we don't do it here. Death. Da, da, da. It's time to move on. It's time to put an end to the old. It's already done. Circumstances are such that it can move forward now, even if it's not ideal. It's just, I'm just getting like the same message over and over again, which is good. Knight of Wands, make a move forward. Make a move forward. Let's read the Knight of Wands out. The rest is just evident. The Knight of Wands is evident too. It's saying make a move forward now. Wands. Knight of Wands focuses her will and gathers her power, and she gets going. And she takes action on it. Wow, so the parcel that my friend sent from Chicago is currently in transit. It's departed. So it was supposed to be delivered. It said 10-day delivery, and the 10th day after she sent it, I'm tracking it this time because it takes months to get here when she sends these things. And she said, oh no, it should take 10 days. 10 days was on the 1st of April, I think. And it's still in Chicago. It's still in Chicago. No, it's just departed. So it's on a plane right now. Because I want to know where so it's not even in Thailand, I want to know where the big delay is, because it's seriously, I won't have this parcel for another 3 months. That's what usually happens. Crazy. But that's what it is. But the point of the Three of Wands, the manifesting is done. Let it go. Yeah, but there's action to take here. It's not just letting go. There is something to let go. There's letting go of the ideal, but there's some action to take here. There is some action to take. Knight of Wands gets going on it. Well, Starchild Tarot next. Oh, can't reach it. Can reach it, in fact. But it was tricky. I had these samples of makeup from Kat Von D, is it? Of a foundation, a primer, that I wanted to try out. It's been sat there for ages. I wanted to try it out. And I've also got a Kat Von D, what do you call it? Sculpting palette or something like that. And I'm not confident in that. I've only used it once before practicing. So yesterday, before I wanted to have my shower after I'd had my dinner, I thought, I know, I'll do my makeup just before my shower and try all that stuff out to practice. And so I put it on. Oh my God, it was terrible. It's a good thing that I watch all of these YouTube videos for like foundations and stuff that I get, because I get really good stuff because of it. Watching everyone's reviews first and stuff. Because that foundation, oh my God, it was dreadful. It made me look so old. The lines, all of my lines appeared like pronounced within minutes of me putting it on. And it looked like stage makeup to make you look really old. It's like, what the hell? How can they even sell this stuff? Maybe just for babies. Because if you move your face at all, oh, terrible. I'm so glad that I didn't like put it on in the morning, say for this show. If I'd have used it this morning, I would have had to have had a shower again, take it all off. Anyway. It was kind of weird. Put a full face of makeup on to try it all out and then go straight in the shower and wash it all off. I like it though. I'm really getting into the creativity of makeup and especially eyeshadows. I love it. But all of it, in fact. Let's start sculpting a little bit more. It did look good. The sculpting bit looked good. The foundation looked dreadful. My God, if you want to look really old for some kind of a stage production, get some Kat Von D foundation. It'll look terrible. 5 of Cups. Five of Cups. I don't know why we're doing this deck now, but we are. Anyone else want a mini read? 5 of Cups reflect deep energies of change that emerge from instability. Oh. Okay. The deep energies of change that emerge from instability. And may indicate a time of grief or loss as you struggle to see a light at the end of the tunnel. So it could be that you're thinking right now, this is never going to happen because it's not happening in my ideal. It's never going to happen. I can't back down. I've got these rigid things stopping me from having what it is that I want. And the universe is saying, no, you don't. You just need to change your mind about it and not be so rigid about it. So there's some instability that's happening at the moment that makes you feel like it's all like it can't possibly happen. This card often also highlights those moments in life when you find yourself being emotionally challenged or when an inner survival mode kicks in. Know that a positive resolution is still very possible, but it will depend on how you focus your energy and thoughts. It's really fun, isn't it, Jessica? It is. It's really fun. I wear like eyeshadow. I always used to wear mascara all the time. Not like if I don't go out or anything like that, I won't. But I put mascara on my eyelashes and eyebrows all the time because the blonde, you can't see them. You literally can't see them if I don't. But now I wear eyeshadow all the time too. If I'm putting that on, I'm putting eyeshadow on because I've got so much of it and I want to play with it. And I won't do like full on looks like this if I'm just going out to the shops or whatever. I will, but I'll use like I've got this Dior palette which is really nice, cool toned. It's just subtle. And I've got another palette as well which is like really subtle, just those mini things, and I'll put that stuff on. Yeah, all the time because I like it. It's fun. It is fun and it's creative and I like it. I'm getting into lip stuff lately as well. Know that a positive resolution is still very possible, but will depend on how you focus your energy and thoughts. Know that a positive resolution is still very possible, but will depend. Oh, I can't speak. But it will depend on how you focus your energy and thoughts. You need to make it okay to make a new decision at the moment. Try not to resist the inevitable changes, or else you may find yourself stuck in a rut or repeating the same lesson again. So there's this could stay stuck right now if you don't change your mind and allow yourself to go with the flow and change your approach. It's a time of transformation and regeneration. Don't stay in regret and self-pity. Adjust and move, and because it's already manifest and you can have it right now. Is what I'm getting from this. You can have it right now. You just need to make it okay to have it right now and let go of the ideal. Such similar messages over and over again. Should use this deck more. Four of Cups. She's not happy, is she? Cat's like, what's up with you? Give me some food. Chicken's having a wash. I need to tell them. So they had to go up in the roof when they were doing the key card thing to sort all the electrics out because there's a new. I'll show you. Key card. Because they put that in, and so there was one guy up in the roof space, and you get to the roof space through a thing in the ceiling in my bathroom above the shower. And this morning, I go in the bathroom, the lid of it, or whatever you call it, of that thing, it's got a big chunk missing out of it. It looks like someone's eaten it. Something has eaten it. And there's a big pile of rubble and crap and gecko poo and big gecko poo too, the big geckos we have here. And I think squirrels have been in overnight. So I'm going to have to tell them about that because I don't want squirrels running around at night in here. It's bad enough that they're in the roof space, and they are every night. Skittering around up there. Four of Cups. So that needs sorting out. Imagine sleeping and you got squirrels running around on your bed. Four of Cups. It could be that you're missing out on an opportunity if you're being distracted by external forces. It's a sense of restlessness and boredom which has you feeling stuck in a rut. Are there issues from your past that are weighing on your present situation? If you're fearful or indifferent about making a change, you may continue to dwell in a state of limbo. This card may also suggest that there's something you may be overlooking. Perhaps a solution is closer than you think. It is. A solution is right there. Oh. A solution is right there. It's already manifest. Just need to change your mind, take action on it, and it's right there. This card may also suggest that there's something you may be overlooking. Perhaps the solution is closer than you think. You have a system of love and support in your life. How can you connect with this? Is there anything you're taking for granted? Take a moment to meditate on the aspects of your life that you're truly grateful for. See the positive highlights rather than focusing on the negativity. Very similar message again. Too many. Oh, Two of Cups. And the Hierophant. Wow. Two of Cups. Love offer. I'm going to read all of these out because I do love this book. I like its take on it. The love offer. Not just any love offer either. Hierophant. Commitment, marriage, long-term loyalty, all of that stuff. Two of Cups. Chicken. She's got a paw in the door. You want to go out? Again. In, out, in, out. Two of Cups. This is a card of partnerships, love, and deep friendships. It represents a strong mutual connection and an affinity for the positive, loving respect. An affinity for positive, loving respect. You've released any blockages that have been exerting pressure on you. You can now breathe and relax. The Two of Cups is also a card of new beginnings and budding romance. It may indicate an early phase when two people first meet, lost in a wave of infatuation. It's a dreamlike state where our long-term goals may not be so clear. On another note, the Two of Cups may also represent the emergence of self-love. The understanding that in order to be happy in a relationship, you must first and foremost love yourself. Be happy by yourself first. This card may also identify a need for compromise or a choice that will have to be made in order to come to a comfortable solution between two people or various opposing factors. Comfortable solution, huh? Okay. And then we've got the Hierophant. Wonderful time for you to explore new dreams, meet new people, gain new insights, spiritual knowledge. May also signify someone who has potential to shift the course of your life path in order to bring enlightenment, wisdom, truth. Do not limit yourself. Exploration is an important part of self-discovery. This may indicate pursuing new avenues of education or learning through formal training. The Hierophant may also suggest a need to connect with a unified consciousness which may be spiritual in nature or within the conventions of a group. If you're searching for greater meaning at this time, think about what it is you would like to learn or change in your life. What activities can you explore that connect with your own mind, body, and spirit? Spiritual connections. Hierophant's also about long-term commitment. But of course, commitment to ourselves and our spiritual natures. Still haven't figured out how to shut off autocorrect. Licking. Chicken licking. And turkey lurkey. Join our community. Well, this is looking good, isn't it? If we get ourselves out of that Five of Cups, Four of Cups, we've got good stuff here. Good stuff happening. Feels like this is a green light kind of an energy. April is supposed to be a very, look, Four of Wands, got a card of marriage again. Hierophant, Two of Cups, Hierophant, Four of Wands. We're getting married. You're all invited. Four of Wands. Again, Four of Wands. Success! You've reached a period of stability after all of your hard work. This may also denote a time for repose or recovery after certain challenges or hardships have finally passed. There's so much to look forward to, so don't forget to give yourself permission to rest and rejoice. With this outpouring of positive energy, it's also an ideal time to organize celebratory gatherings with family members and loved ones. An emergence of peace and happiness is on the horizon. As you understand the process and payoff of working hard towards your goals, you're able to nurture your loving relationships with others and bring wisdom and abundance into the lives of the people around you. After everything you've been through, your priorities are crystal clear. Prosperity, peace, completion, and stability. Love it. And the Wheel of Fortune. Something fated. The Wheel of Fortune. Getting lucky now. Just as the season changed in an everlasting cycle of energy, so does the path of your life. For every situation, there tends to be an archetypal opposite that keeps the balance intact. Understanding the Wheel of Fortune signifies a state of acceptance that things may be good or bad at any given time. Do not be discouraged by the difficulties or low points. These too will pass. In modeling unconditional love and gratitude, it's easier to identify the positive moments as they come, which manifest abundance into your life. Know that sometimes you may need to take a leap into the unknown in order to move forward. That's what it's saying today. You alone have the power to create the life you desire and to overcome any challenges along the way. Look for the lessons instead of giving into the struggle. That is what the wheel is all about, after all. How can I learn from the choices I have made? So the choices you've made could be leading to stagnation at the moment. How can I set my intentions in order to attract more love and abundance into my life? So how can I shift so that I attract more love and abundance in my life? Cycles, transformation, transition, change, new beginnings, life lessons, Akashic records. I mean, it's all very clear today, isn't it? It's all very clear that we can have what we want now. Just got to change our minds and give ourselves permission to go for it. It's not going to be ideal, but it's still ideal in a way. There's not really any negative cards out today at all. Even the Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles kind of energy is saying that's where you're at right now, and you don't need to be in that energy right now. You can shift and you can move forward and take action. It feels like it's time. Let's get some love cards out. Does anyone else want a mini read? Get them in soon if you do. I want to get some love cards out now, because it definitely feels very different, like the energy has shifted from those messages that we're getting about waiting and all of that kind of stuff that we've had before. There's shifting happening now. Apparently, April is supposed to be the month for Taurus anyway. Apparently my life is going to be significantly different by the end of the month. Good. Okay, tell us more about this then, romantics-wise. Universe said, yes, just have to let it in. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. Yeah. That's very important, isn't it? To us. More important than the other things. That could be a message of don't place so much emphasis on the material. Love's more important. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. It's always going to change. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you'll be surprised where it leads. So we're not going to resist this change that's happening at the moment. There's a definite shift, isn't there? Definite shift in the energies. It's saying don't resist this change. It's changing now. You need to ease up on those very strict beliefs that you've had of how it's going to be and let yourself shift with it and balance again. So many cards of balance out today. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. A balance. Listen to your heart, indeed. What else? What else do we need to know about this? Well, I'm up for it. He is. I didn't think that was possible anymore with the tablecloth, but it just happened. Find a balance. Wow. Do I have the book for this? Flow with it. Nice. Flow with it. Do I have the book for this deck? I must have, because it's the real deck. It's the real deal. It's not a Chinese ripoff. Let me find it. It's not in there. Where are you? Oh, oh. Legendary lady in there. I don't know where you are. Right, I need to find it for some reason. I need the information about that balance card. Chicken's out there, right next to my chili plant. I think she's a bit annoyed that I've put the chili plant in the place where she likes to sit. Moonology. I've never read this book. But full moon in Libra. Oh God, how am I going to find this? Oh what? I found it right away. There's no numbers on these cards or anything. Find a balance, says the full moon in Libra. Focusing on your own wants and needs is understandable. We all need to look after ourselves. However, this card suggests you need to find a balance between what you need versus what someone else's needs. Walk a mile in their shoes. I think we do too much of that. I think this is flipped around. Forget about focusing on everyone else's wants and needs. We need to look after ourselves. Find a balance between you, what you want, and sorting everyone else out. Yeah. We already know how to understand where they're coming from. We do it too much. We need to advocate more for ourselves. That is the balance, okay? That's what this balance card is saying. If you've been, pretty much everyone that's watching me has been in those codependent ways, putting other people first more than ourselves, and we've got to balance that up now. If you've been through a worrying time, including regarding your health, this card reminds you to find the right people for help. Make up your own mind about a situation rather than being too influenced by others. There it is. Find a balance between your own needs and what you do for others. Hmm. Get another card out. Can you believe the amount of balance cards that we're getting out today? Have we got another balance card in here? Yasmin Boland. It surprises me that they don't get that. But maybe, I don't know, maybe she is reaching with these cards people that are selfish. But I don't think so. I think all of these books and things should be written from the point of view of people that are more codependent and put everyone else first, because I don't think that people that are buying these cards are any other way. I really don't. I might be wrong. Am I wrong? Are there selfish people getting these, or is it pretty much the overgivers, the ones that are out of balance in the other way, that are getting these kind of cards? Because I think that's true. Keep your heart open. What do you guys think? Or am I just seeing it incorrectly? Am I just seeing it because of who I attract? It could be that. But have you ever known a person be into cards like this that is of that other persuasion? Have you ever? I haven't, not ever. But it might be me and my attraction pattern. First quarter moon in Libra. Oh my God! I was saying again, how am I going to find this? And I opened it to the right page. I'm getting spooked. Thank you, guides, because I didn't want to search you through this book. If they could do that with the Book of Shadows tarot book, that would be great. That would be great, guides, if you did that. I can't believe that I just opened it to the right page. I can, but I can't, Give me the creeps. Are you too attached to someone? Or perhaps your current goal? It's a wonderful thing to care deeply. However, if you start to smother the person or situation you love, you could run into trouble. Work with others. Work with others as you move toward your goals, but don't become so dependent that you give away your power. Keep your heart open. This card can also suggest it's time to negotiate something, and the way to manifest your goals now could be to come up with a solution that pleases everyone. Get out of here. I can't come up with a solution that pleases everyone. No, not possible. Oh, let's people please. No, let's not. I get the sentiment, but really no. It's important that you don't allow yourself to get set in your ways. Keep your heart and mind open. Believe in your gorgeousness. Believe in your gorgeousness. The heart chakra is located in the center of your chest and is the gateway between the upper, more spiritual chakras and the lower, more earthly chakras. Visualize yourself with family, friends, and loved ones in a swirling, flowing column of beautiful and healing and emerald green light. Hold this card to your heart and call in the energies with these words. Energies of the first quarter moon in Libra, thank you for showing me how to work with others and how to give and receive. You don't know any real life people into tarot. Both are Libra, yeah, because they're both balanced. It's like, okay, let's pull balance cards out of this deck now. Show us the balance cards in this deck, please. Differences and flirt. So we've got differences. Your Libra, Sun and Venus. Oh, wow. Differences. Differences in perspective. Differences in the way you're looking at things. Oh, so this is even more complicated. Doing the right thing. You've got differences with your person. You're seeing things from a different perspective. The right thing for them might be not the same as the right thing for you. Do you know what I mean? So going about things the right way, your ideal way, their ideal way might be different than your ideal way, is what I'm getting from that. So that makes it even more complicated. Flirt, lighten up, flirt, lighten up. Open your hearts, lighten up. I don't think I've got Libra in my chart. No Libra. Patience. Well, let's go with a balance card. Patience. Flirt and patience. Differences in perspective. So this shift that we're talking about, you might shift and go, okay, well, I'll be open then. It's not going to be ideal, but I'll be open, and you got to wait for the other person to make that shift too. Flirt with them and be patient while they make that shift. I think that's what it's saying. I'm going to go deeper into those differences there. So difference in perspective is what I was getting. It's like the ideal, differences in ideals. Family. Oh, I was pregnant in my dream last night. Wild. My hormones have come back. It's ridiculous. It's like going through puberty again. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know if anyone else has had this, but in menopause, my boobs have started growing again like puberty. I look like I've got teen boobs. It shocked me this weekend. I was looking in the mirror because they're painful all the time now, like when they're in puberty, when they're growing, and they are growing. I'm like, what the hell? Well, that's good, but why? Second puberty, maybe I'm a freak. Maybe it's like I've got another set of ovaries that I don't know about that are kicking in. Anyway. We didn't get the balance card out of that deck. Is the one? There's got to be. There's got to be a balance card in here, surely. Balance. Just had to check. Stuck by patience for 2 years. Yeah, same. It's ridiculous. Jealousy and neediness. Those, that whips card, you know, in the Normand, and that cheese card, the mice card. Yeah. There's jealousy and neediness around this. Someone is trying to stop someone from going out of that door. Someone is trying to exert the last throes of control. Jealousy. Daggers. Grace. But here's the flip side of it. Grace. Like the hand of God going, there you go. All flowing now. All flowing. All moving. Grace. Healing. Broken hearts. Like it. 2 more as well. I want 2 more. It's the hand of the universe, this. It's like that card that we had out of the Book of Shadows Tarot, the calling one, where it's the universe calling people to make a move now. There it is. Openness and manipulation. What was I saying before? That our loyalty and our doing the right thing leaves us open to manipulation. It does. We're easily manipulated when we're open. And we've got to be careful of that. Hey, Lisa. We've got to be careful of that. It's tricky though, isn't it? Because we've got to be open-hearted. Keep your heart open. But be empowered to this neediness, jealousy, manipulation. Empowered with that. Talk on Libra, yeah. So the 2 cards that I pulled out of the Moonology deck were Full Moon in Libra, Find a Balance, and First Quarter Moon in Libra, Keep Your Heart Open. It's all about balance, all about balance. And we've had a lot of balance cards out. The Cat card is a balance card as well. Well, let's read this one. Meet Varro, Tiptoe Sky. She can balance perfectly with inner precision and assurance. She leans one way and then the other, constantly adjusting and learning where her center lies. She understands the dichotomies, work and play, togetherness and solitude, inner reflection and outward expression, striving and letting go, accepting and changing, freedom and discipline, reason and intuition, logic and feelings. We had that message out before as well. Spiritual expansion and grounding. They go on and on. Let Varro help you to see what areas of your life are out of balance and what shifts you can make to return to a graceful equilibrium. And be on the journey, shifting with the journey. Half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. We've got change. Finally, it feels like change can happen now, but we have to shift our perspective in order to make it happen. Got to allow it to happen by shifting our perspective. Balance. There's another card of balance. We had lots of Two of Pentacles come out as well. Balance. We've had so many balance cards out today. And it's all about, you may have wanted something to be ideal, but it's not going to be, because the world is not ideal and other people are involved that have jealousy, that have control issues, that are trying to steal something or get more than their vibrations worth out of something, that are trying to control. And as a result, instead of leaving ourselves out, we can change our minds and say, okay, it's not going to be ideal. I can change my mind about it, realizing that I'm not going to get out of alignment just because the ideal isn't going to happen. I can shift it and stay in balance. I can do what needs to be done and remain in integrity and alignment and all of that without it being the highest possible. This is the only way it can be kind of an energy. Oh no, past life card is getting damaged. There we have it, everybody. Thanks for coming along. Let's do this all over again on Wednesday morning. Loyalty causes to stay longer, take more crap than we should, believe people can be better. Yeah. So our moral loyal selves are actually hindering us at the moment. This is what it's saying. I'm feeling balanced too. I hadn't been feeling that open though. I wanted the right thing to happen. And yeah, it's been tricky. But I like the message. It's certainly, personally for me, given me something to think about today of how I can get easier and more open about it. Hope for you too. So thanks everyone. Thanks for your donations. Thanks for your presence. Don't forget to join us in our Facebook group. There it is in our community. And come along again on Wednesday. Let's do it all over again. And I'll see you then. Look out for the pick a card read that I'm putting out today, later on my YouTube channel. Have a good one. Bye.